Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Kimberly Whittington. I am, I work with the Chief Tahoe. I also used to be a personal trainer. And so today we're gonna be doing a full body workout, 2 circuits that are composed of 5 different exercises. We'll go through those rounds twice. So for today, you're only gonna need a mat and some light weights if you have them. And a bottle of water. So let's make sure that we step back and you have plenty of room. We're gonna start with a brief warm up and then we'll go into our exercises. So I'm gonna move back here so you can see me. So we're gonna start with our warm up, and our warm up is gonna be some arm swings to start. So we're gonna bring our hands, palms down, and we're gonna come out to the side and across in the front. So here, make sure you're getting a nice swing with your arms, and the more you swing your arms, the more of a stretch you're gonna feel through your chest and through your back. So here we're trying to warm up our shoulders, open up the chest, open up the back. So we're gonna do the same movement, except for this time we're gonna go palms down. So palms down, and then out and across. So keep going here. I'm gonna check my computer here. It looks like I have more people joining. So keep moving those arms. And there we go. All right. So now we're gonna go big arm circles backwards. So big arm circles backwards. So try to get the circles as big as you possibly can. Stand up nice and tall. Great. Now we're gonna go forward. So big arm circles forward. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna bring our hands up above our head. Legs are apart. I'm gonna reach opposite hand to opposite toe. I call this a starfish stretch. So here we're lengthening through the back of the body, reaching for our toe or as close as we can get to it. So if you can only reach your shin, that's fine. Go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna go into butt kickers. So here we're kicking our heel toward our butt, trying to warm up those quad muscles, stretch them out a bit. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Remember, this is only a warm up. So we'll get into our workout here shortly. Three, 2, 1. We're going to reach our hands up toward the sky again. And I'm going to do a slight back bend and look to the back of the ceiling. And then fold forward and bounce for 3, 2, 1. And then reach back up, look behind you. Slight back bend, fold forward for 3, 2, 1. We're going to do this 2 more times. So reach your hands high, look behind you, and fold forward. 3, 2, 1. One more time. So slight back bend and fold forward. 3, 2, 1. So today we're going to add some leg swings in. So make sure you have plenty of room. I'm going to hold onto the wall for stability. You can also hold on to a chair if you want to. And then I'm just going to swing my leg back and forth. So here I'm opening up the hips, stretching through the hamstrings. You want to kick your leg or your foot as high as you can. For 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go to the other side. So you can turn around, or if you have a wall or chair on the other side, we're going to kick the leg as high as you can, bring it back. So big swings. Warming up our hip joints, hip flexors. For 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do all those one more time. So palms down, palms up, hands come out to the side and across in the front. So swing the arms. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. I like to alternate one hand on top and then the other. Kind of just gives you a little bit of a different stretch through the back. 3, 2, and 1. Same movement, palms down, out and across. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go big arm circles backwards. Make those circles as big as you can get them. Warm up those shoulder joints. 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go forward. So big arm circles forward. 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to go hands are up above our head, opposite hand to toe or shin. So fold forward, look behind you when you fold forward. And reach for the outside of your foot or the outside of your calf. You're getting a nice twist. For 3, 2, and 1. And right into butt kickers. You can also jog in place if you wanted to. Kick your butt. I'm going to keep it slow for right now. We're going to speed it up here in a little bit. We do have some burpees, which I'm sure is everyone's favorite. So that'll get our heart rate up quite a bit. All right, 3, 2, 1. And for our last warm-up exercise, we're going to reach our hands up above our head, look behind us, slight back bend, come down toward our toes or shins for 3, 2, 1. And then up, look behind you, and down, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. Reach your hands up, stretch, bend, and fold. 3, 2, 1. One more time. So look behind you and down to your toes. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So 5 exercises today are going to be regular squats, alternating bicep curls, burpees, a deltoid raise, and then a glute kickback. So you will need weights. Or you can use canned goods. You can also use your water bottle as a weight. That certainly works as well. We're going to start with our squats. So for our squats today, we're going to make sure that our feet are at least hip width apart. They can be slightly wider if that feels better on your knees. So we're going to come down for 20 squats in a row. A lot of times we do some bouncing at the end. We're not going to do that. We're going to stick with 20 strict squats. So I'm going to turn sideways that you guys can see me. So my feet are hip width apart or a little bit farther. And then from here, I like to keep my hands in front because it keeps my chest upright. And then I'm going to squat down as far as I can while keeping my chest upright. And then stand all the way. So good. We're going to go to 20. We're going to start here. For 1, 2, if you can get the quads parallel to the floor here, you're going to feel it more in your quad muscles if you're going to build up those quads a little bit more. 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure your chest is upright. You're not folding forward. 10 more, we'll count down. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Think about keeping the weight in your heels. It's almost like you could lift your toes off the floor. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. I have lots of construction going on outside my house, so I'm sorry if that's loud. We're gonna need our weights. So we're gonna do alternating bicep curls. So from here, looks like almost everyone has some weight. You don't have to use weights. You can use other things, or you can just do the motion, or you can choose an exercise that works for you. So feel free to switch it up if you need to. But from here, I'm gonna make sure my palms are facing out or toward the computer screen. And then I'm gonna alternate bicep curls, bringing the weight up toward my shoulder and then slowly coming down. So here, we're gonna go to 20 on each side, so keep moving here. And what I want you to think about is having continuous movement with the weight. So I'm not completely stopping. When the weight hits the bottom, I'm bringing the other one up. Okay, so that's 5 on each side. So the way I'm counting is 7, 7, 8, 8. So keep moving, keep doing those bicep curls. What I want you to think about here is tucking your elbows in toward your waist. So I'm not letting my elbows flare out to the side. I'm also moving with control. So I'm not letting the weight just swing down. I'm actually using that negative to bring the weight slowly down. We have 5 more on each side. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Hope I didn't skip one there. All right, so we're gonna set our weights down. We don't need them. We're gonna go into burpees. So there are a couple different ways you can do a burpee. I'm gonna show you both of those ways right now. So the first way is jumping. So I'm gonna plant my hands on the floor. I'm gonna jump back, jump forward, and then stand up. So that's the first way. The other way is to walk. So I plant my hands, walk my feet back, walk my feet forward, and stand. If that doesn't work for you, you can always just do a jump part. So you would reach toward the floor, come up, jump. Reach to the floor. So you can kind of break it up depending on what your ability level is or what you're comfortable with. I'm gonna do, we're gonna do 10 of them, and I'm gonna do the jumping one, and then the next set, I'm gonna walk my feet out. So from here, we're gonna start with our 10s. We're gonna plant our hands down, back, forward, and up. Feel free to jump at the top if that works for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I come down, I want to make sure I have a nice solid plank before I bring my feet back up. That's 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Whew. Okay, so you're gonna need your weights. I like to use lighter weights for this one. We're gonna do a deltoid race. We're gonna bring our hands out to the side. Our deltoid is this muscle right here on your shoulder. So from here, I'm gonna stand up nice and tall. Catch your breath. We'll take a break after this, this set of 5 exercises. But so from here, I want to make sure I have enough room on either side of me. And then I'm going to bring the weights out to the side, like I'm coming into a T, and then slowly come down. So if your weight is too heavy, this is going to get really hard. So feel free to use those cans or no weight at all. It's completely up to you. So we're going to go to 15. So I'm going to bring the weights here in front of me, and then I'm going to come out to the side, slowly come down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10, we have 5 more. So think about the muscles you're using. You want a slight bend in your elbow so you're not locking your arms out. We have 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so put those weights down if you have weights. We're going to do a glute kickback. So I'm going to use a wall or I'm going to use a chair. What I want to do is make sure that I'm standing up as straight as I possibly can. And then from here, I'm going to brace myself on the wall or the chair. And then I'm going to kick my heel back as far as I can without bringing my toe out. So I'm going to keep my toe pointing toward the floor. And I'm going to really squeeze the glutes, right? So I'm going to come back down. So what we'll do is we'll do the left or the right side for 10, and then we'll switch. Okay, so from here, brace yourself, stand up nice and tall, kick that heel back and toward the ceiling, and then slowly bring it back. So that's 1, 2, and you should really feel this in your glute, and maybe even in your lower back or you're in your spinal erectors. So make sure you're standing up nice and tall. You can use your hands to push against the wall so that you don't lean too much forward. So I don't want to be here. I want to stand up tall. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to go to the other side. So kick that heel up and back for 1, 2, toe points toward the floor, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Definitely feel those in my glutes. Okay, so those are all 5 exercises. We're going to do those again. Grab a drink of water. Take about 60 seconds here to catch our breath. All right. So as a review, we're going to do squats, bicep curls, burpees, deltoid raises, and then glute kickbacks. So we're going to start the second round with our squats. So I want to tell you guys, if I'm going too slow for you, feel free to speed it up and maybe do more reps. You can also grab your weight and use your weight to make it a little bit more challenging. If I'm going too fast, that's fine. Maybe you're only doing 15 reps and I'm doing 20. So make it suit your workout style. So we're going to start second set with feet at least parallel, or at least hip width apart. I like mine just a little bit farther apart. Basically what I'm looking for is to make sure that my knees are tracking over my toes and my weight is in my heels. So we're going to go to 20. So bring your hands out in front of you, roll your shoulder blades back and down, squat for 1, 2, 3. Make sure your chest is upright. Do not let your knees cave in. So knees trap over toes. 6, 7. You want to stand all the way up at the top. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, almost there, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. All right, my quads are warm. Grab your weights for alternating bicep curls. So from here, remember you want your palms facing me or facing the screen. Tuck your elbows into your side, alternating, bringing one arm or one hand up with a weight and then switching to the next. So we're doing 20 on each side. That's 2. So here it's also important to make sure that you're standing up as straight as you can and rolling your shoulder blades down your back. Your chest should be open. 5. Nice and slow. So that's 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10 more to go. We're halfway there. So squeeze those biceps, bring the weight to your shoulders, slowly lower it down. Nice and controlled. We're going to go 5 more on each side. So we have 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and last one. 1, 1. All right, we're going to drop the weights for everyone's favorite burpees. So for reference, the burpee used to be a military exercise that they would use for being able to get up as fast as you could off the ground. I'll demonstrate it. So it actually looks like this. So if I was down on the ground and I had my gun here, I would jump up and be able to get in place. So that's where the burpee came from. For today's burpee, and for this circuit, I'm going to do the step back burpee. So I'm going to place my hands and then walk each foot back and then up. So we're going to go to 10. Do the best you can. Try and keep up with me. So we're going to plant our hands. I'm going to walk my feet back, forward, up, and this time I'm going to jump. So 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, and 10. All right. Grab your weights. We're going to do deltoid raises. Now that we're breathing hard. So remember, bring the weights in front of you. And then we're going to come out to the side to make sure you have plenty of room. You're not going to hit a wall. We're going to go to 15. So roll your shoulders back and down Open up your chest. Stand up nice and tall. 1. Slight bend in the elbows. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep your gaze up and looking forward. 8. 9. Don't let the weight fall. 10. Slowly come down. 11. We're almost there. 12. 13. 14. And 15. All right. Last one, glute kickbacks. If you need a wall or a chair, stand up nice and tall. Brace yourself on the wall or on the chair. Try to keep your body in an upright position. And we're going to kick our heel back, squeezing the glute, slowly lowering it toward the floor. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So 10, keep the toe pointing toward the floor. 9, 8. It certainly helps to keep your gaze looking forward so that you don't feel the need to just bend over or fold at the waist. 5 more. 5, squeeze your glute at the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, opposite side. Kick your heel back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, felt that one. Okay, so we're going to take a minute here. We're going to make our way down to the floor. So that completes our first round of exercises. Grab a drink of water. For the next 5 exercises, you don't need anything but a mat. Take your time getting down. Make sure that you get a drink of water. Control your breathing. Okay, so for our next 5 exercises, they're all going to be on the mat. We have leg lifts with our feet together. There's a couple different ways to do that, and I'll show you. We have crunches with an arm swing, so you want to make sure that you have plenty of room above you to lift your arms above you, and you're not going to hit anything. I might need to slightly move my mat. We're going to be doing some elbow to knee crunches, bridges, and then everyone's favorite, push-ups. So make sure you have plenty of room above your mat. I'm going to move mine a little bit. For that, I don't hit the center table. Okay, looks like you guys should be able to see me. Yeah. Okay, so for our first one, we're going to do leg lifts. So I'm going to come down onto my back. We're going to do 15 here. So there's a couple ways that you can do this one. Make sure that it's comfortable for your body. What I don't want it to do is hurt your low back. Okay, so I'm going to bring my feet up over my hips. And then from here, I'm going to lower my legs, plant my hands down on the floor. So maybe this is as far as you can go. And then when I come up, I'm going to lift my butt off the floor and push my feet toward the ceiling. So I'm going to lower my legs and then bring them up toward the ceiling and then back down. We're going to go to 15. So again, if this hurts your low back, maybe you don't lower your legs very far and you just focus on pushing your feet to the ceiling. So we're going to start with 1, 2, try to get that butt up off the floor when you come to the top. This is not an easy exercise. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, push those hands into the floor, 7, ground through the shoulders, 8, 9, almost there, 10, 5 more. Engage your lower abs as you lower your feet toward the floor, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. You can pull your knees into your chest. That feels pretty good. Okay. So we're going to do some crunches with our hands above our head. And that's going to look like this. So we're going to plant our feet on the floor, just like this. And then I'm going to bring my hands above my head. And then when I come up, I'm trying to get my wrists as close as I can to my knees. Okay, so from here, I'm almost swinging my arms slightly to bring my hands up close to my knees, right? Ideally, you're getting your shoulder blades as far as you can off the floor. So from here, we're going to go to 15. So we're going to go 1, 2. So here, you can use the swinging of your arms to really try to crunch up as much as you can. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm feeling it in my abs, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. So I'm going to bring my legs up just like this. So for this exercise, we're going to bring our hands behind our head. And basically what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get our knee as close as we can to our elbow. So I'm not moving my legs. I'm keeping my legs where they're at. Pretty much a 90-degree angle here. And then I'm alternating knee to elbow. Okay, so do the best you can. Reach as far as you can. Again, get the shoulder blades up off the floor as high as you can. We're going to go to 20. So that's 10 each side. Whew. All right, so reach across, elbow to opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, try not to pull on the head, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, definitely feel that. So we're going to do bridges. We did that. We might have done this one last week. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my notes, but we're going to do it with both feet on the floor. So what I want to do is I want to bring my heels close to my fingertips, and then from here I'm going to plant my hands out to the side and lift my heels off the floor. My butt off the floor, and then slowly lower down. You can't lift your heels and your butt at the same time. That's not possible. So we're lifting our butt off the floor, creating a nice bridge here with our body, and then slowly lowering back down. So we're gonna go to 20. Try to keep up with me here. So push the hips toward the ceiling and then back down. Weight should be in your heels, as if you can lift your toes off the floor. Try to get those hips high to the sky. So here we're working our hamstrings and our glutes. That's 5, 6, 7. Don't let your butt rest too long on the floor. You want to keep those muscles engaged. 8. Just kind of tapping when we come down. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ground yourself through your shoulders. We have 5 more to go. So squeeze the glutes at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. All right. I like to squeeze my knees into my chest because it feels nice on my low back. All right, we're going to flip over for some push-ups. This is the last exercise in this round of 5. I'm going to do my push-ups for the first round on my knees. So this is just a strict push-up. There's a couple different ways to do the push-up, but today we're just doing a strict push-up. So from here, I'm going to bring my body all the way down to the floor, and then I'm going to bring my hands just right outside of my chest, and I'm going to tuck my toes under even though I'm pushing up onto my knees. So from here, squeeze the elbows into the side, press straight up for 1. Okay, so we're going to go to 10. So if you want to do them on your toes, feel free to do that. If not, drop to your knees. We're going to come down, bring the body all the way to the floor, and then press all the way up for 1. 2. I like to keep my gaze between my hands, keeps my spine straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Cool. All right, child's pose. Makes the shoulders feel nice. We're going to take a minute here, and then we're going to do all those again. So grab a drink of water. This is pretty much our last rest until we stretch at the end. Couple deep breaths. Okay, so leg lifts. So make your way back down to the floor if you're not already there. So for leg lifts, again, only lower your feet as close to the floor as is comfortable on your low back. So if you feel like your legs are pretty heavy and it starts to hurt your low back or you arch, just don't lower your legs as far down. So we're going to start with our feet up, like so. You can put your hands out to the side. You can also put your hands under your butt if you'd like. Sometimes I feel like we'll have a little bit better leverage there. So from here, lower your legs as far as you're comfortable, and then lift up, push your feet to the ceiling for 1. We're going to go to 15, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, engage your lower abdominals, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, we're almost there, 5 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, feet come to the floor, hands come above the head. Make sure you don't have anything above you. Hands come above the head. Here we're crunching. Shoulder blades come high off the floor. So I'm going to crunch, bring my hands to my knees or my wrists to my knees, and then slowly back down. We're going to go to 15. Ready? Go. 1. Hands above the head. 2. So use the swing to lift yourself as high as you can. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give it all you got. This is kind of our last push. Squeeze those abdominals. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. The crunches continue. So bring your legs up. Our legs are going to stay right here. I'm going to put my hands behind my head, and I'm going to alternate crunching elbow to opposite knee. So I'm going to bring my elbow to the opposite knee and then back down. So we're going to go to 20. We're going to do 10 on each side. So go ahead, crunch, bring the elbow toward the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to pull on the head. I know it's kind of hard with this one because we're really reaching up to get that elbow to the knee. Think about using your obliques, so your abdominal muscles on the side. I have lost count. Let's go 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Plant your feet on the floor. We have bridges and push-ups left. So we're on the home stretch. So I'm going to bring my hands out to the side, ground myself through my shoulders. I want my heels pretty close to my butt. Weight is in the heels, so I'm going to push my hips to the ceiling. We're going to go to 15. Okay, so from here, tap the butt on the floor, up for 1, 2, 3, 4, get those hips high, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whew. All right, squeeze those knees into the chest. And make your way onto your hands and knees. So we have 10 push-ups. I'm going to do this set of push-ups on my toes. Feel free to do them on your knees. What I don't want to see is you dipping your back like this, right? So we want a nice solid plank when we come up, okay? So we're going to bring ourselves all the way to the floor. Hands come outside of the chest. Tuck your toes, no matter what push-up you're doing. And then we're going to push all the way up, squeeze the triceps into the body for 1. Come all the way back down. 2. Nice and slow. 3. 4. 5. 6. Almost there. 7. 8. 9. And whew, we did it. All right. That's the end of the workout part. Let's just take a couple minutes. I know we're pressed for time, but let's take a couple minutes to stretch, and we're going to start with the butterfly stretch. So if this is comfortable for you, we're going to bring our feet together in front of us a little bit. And then the closer you get your heels to your body, the more of a stretch you're going to feel through your lower back. So from here, if you can grab your toes, we're going to pull our toes, use our arms to pull our chest toward our toes. You don't want it to be painful. So if it's uncomfortable and painful, then maybe you just stay here. So make the stretch work for you. So we're going to hold it here for about 10 seconds. And then we're going to sit upright. We're going to do that one more time. Take a deep breath, let it out, and pull your chest down toward your toes as far as is comfortable. Hold it here. For 3, 2, and 1. So let's move all the way down the legs. So we're going to bring our feet right out in front of us. I don't know if you can see me, but my feet are out here, and I'm going to reach my hands toward my toes. Maybe I'm only making it to my shins or my ankle, but the idea here is that I'm folding up the waist, keeping my upper body straight for right now, and folding forward. So here, again, you should feel a pretty good stretch through the lower back, but also down the back of the legs and our hamstrings. So those glute kickbacks we did in the first set, and then the bridges in the second, you'll definitely, those are hamstring and glute strengtheners. So you might feel it this week, hopefully in a good way. So hold it here a few more seconds longer. I again apologize for the noise of construction outside my house. It's kind of crazy out there. Hopefully it's going to be done this week. And we're going to go right leg over left, or right foot over left. And then from here, I'm going to pull my knee in toward my body. So here you should feel a really nice stretch through your glute and up into the lower back. And if you want a little bit deeper of a stretch, lean back while folding your knee, and you'll feel more of a stretch down there. And go ahead and switch our feet out, switch our legs out. So then the opposite foot crosses over. Pull your knee in toward your body, lean back slightly if that's comfortable. All right, so I'm going to leave the rest of the stretching up to you guys. I'm going to stop my recording and open it up for discussion.